Now we move on to fight number 8 here, ladies and gentlemen. 3 3-minute rounds of action. It is the heavyweight division. Most fight fans love watching the big boys go around, and it is a heavyweight contest between Kevin Sheridan and Hellesoe. Kevin Sheridan making his way to the cage. First of all, he was born in Liverpool, and he fights out of Customised Fitness Solutions. His coach is John Levin. He has a record of 4 fights, 2 wins and 2 losses as a kickboxer. He's been in camp for this contest for 2 weeks. So we're looking forward to seeing how he goes this evening. Kevin Sheridan in this big heavyweight contest against Hellesoe. Final checks cage side by our officials at XFC41. Proudly brought to you by Lewis Auto. They are the best Gold Coast car hire company, offering exceptional value, reliability and confidence when you're hiring a car. Lewis Auto Car Rental, they won't break your budget. Kevin Sheridan inside the cage and ready to go. We now await the entry of his opponent to the cage. From the red corner, it is Hellesoe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, interestingly, yesterday at the weigh-in, there was a big weight difference between these two gentlemen. 6 kilograms. Hellesoe was coming in just over 115 kilograms, whereas Kevin Sheridan weighed in at 109 kilograms. What that discrepancy is now and where these two gentlemen are with their weights now will be different. However, that was the difference of around about 6 kilograms at the weigh-in yesterday. Both men are ready. Kevin Sheridan's coach, John Levin, barking instructions and getting him ready. Hellesoe makes his way to the cage as we get ready for this heavyweight contest. Ben, what are your thoughts when it comes to the heavyweights? It's always fascinating to watch the big men throw down, and we might even see a big knockout in this contest.
Mate, I'm excited. The big boys, they bring so much for the sport. Don't blink, one punch power. Both these boys, believe me, can bang. I don't think this is going to make 3 rounds, I'm going to be honest. Someone's going to go to sleep tonight. I think someone's going to get knocked out.
Big prediction, Ben, and it's one that I have to agree with you on. I think this could be one that ends very, very early. There's 2 big men inside the cage right now. They're ready to go. We're just waiting on Hellesoe to make his way from backstage and come cage side for this contest.
Look, it's great to see Johnny Levin in the corner there of Kevin Sheridan as well. John Levin, one of the true vets of MMA. He's been around forever and a true gentleman of the sport.
Another one of his boys fighting later on this evening as well, Michael Pritchard. He's looking to put on a performance for his coach, John Levin, as well. Hellesoe has now made his way cage side. Final checks from the Fogfather there, a couple of hugs as he gets ready to make his way into the cage for this big contest. It is fight number 8 here at XFC41, a new era, the Mansfield Tavern, which has been the Brisbane home for this promotion for a very long time. The setting is wonderful once again as we get ready for a big heavyweight contest here at XFC. Final checks from the official, Peter Hickmont, checking Hellesoe. He'll be looking to throw down. Kevin Sheridan, as we mentioned, as a kickboxer, 2-2. He'll be looking to add a victory in the MMA column here this evening. Hellesoe makes his way into the ring. Plenty of noise, into the cage, excuse me. Plenty of noise from our audience. We now go to Daniel Maudsley for the official introduction.
So, ladies and gentlemen, fight number 8 this evening is an amateur heavyweight bout, which will be contested over 3 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 109.5 kilos and trains out of Customised Fitness Solutions. Tonight, he makes his MMA debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin Sheridan. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 115.8 kilos and trains out of Modern Warrior Gym. Tonight also making his MMA debut. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hellesoe. Hellesoe! And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Phil Cassidy.
Do not blink. We are about to go to war.
Ben Livingston, you are ready. Love to see the big heavyweights in action. This could be over in a matter of seconds, or it could go the distance. Here we go. Fight number 8.
Yep, definitely don't envy Phil Cassidy in there, boys. Our referee.
Backing away, Daniel trying to keep his distance. Good foot movement early from Tala, looking to come forward. Centre cage position at the moment. A couple of left jabs. Nice kick there from Sheridan.
Already I'm impressed with the speed of both of these boys.
Yep.
For, both fighters well over 100 kilos.
Hellesoe looking for that big overhand right.
And both lightning quick, as we see there. And look at the
lightning.
hands. Look at the hands on Hellesoe. I don't know what size those gloves are, but they're certainly not small.
It looks like they've had to stitch together 4 pairs of gloves for him. 2 specimens.
Huge kicks there from Hellesoe. Right hand looks to connect.
So good
You
recovery.
can feel the cage rocking, boys.
It's rocking our table, gentlemen, that's for sure.
I hope the cage stands up for this one.
Well over 200 kilos up against the cage. Hellesoe looking to put that pressure on. Back they come, centre cage now. Sheridan withstanding a little bit of a barrage. What can he throw now in response?
Sheridan, a good head movement at the moment. Hellesoe looking for that big shot. Both boys starting off a lot more composed than what I would have thought, which is great.
Yeah,
A little bit of strategy involved here.
Yeah, great to see. A lot of the times with the heavyweights on debut, we'll see them look for that first round quick finish, but both these boys kind of settling into this one. And like I said, both looking pretty sharp on their feet at the moment. Technique's looking really nice, and the speed is pretty incredible.
Look, Sheridan's got to be careful that he doesn't get stuck on that cage.
Also looking to make some smart decisions so far, gents. Neither of the two gentlemen have rushed in. They're looking to throw some conscientious shots, but not get hit on the counter, not get knocked out.
Inside leg kick by Hellesoe.
I would not like to get kicked by any of those 4 legs in there. They are massive. The big boys looking to connect. Inside leg kick there from Hellesoe.
So once again, we see the outside leg kick there from Kevin Sheridan. Got to be careful throwing that leg kick by itself. We did see Tala Hellesoe hit a beautiful straight right down the pipe, countering him earlier on the cage. So got to be careful with that one-off outside leg kick.
Yeah, Hellesoe doing a good job picking his shots there too. So I'll be interested when he does let that right hand loose, whether it can find its mark against Kevin Sheridan.
Fascinating first round, gentlemen. Both of the big boys looking sharp. Good head movement, good foot movement, moving around the cage very effectively. How did you make that one out, gentlemen?
Really tough round to score, I think. Probably saw the more significant shots land from Tala Hellesoe, so probably leaning red on that one, but certainly not confident in calling it.
There was a little flurry there, wasn't there, in the first sort of 1 minute of that round, Daniel, but moving on from there, very, very tight, but impressive for 2 amateur heavyweights looking to keep their position inside the cage and not get caught.
Look, it was a good round for both boys. It's still anyone's contest. As we move into the later rounds and they start to find their rhythm, they'll start to find their mark, and they'll start to put those right hands in places that are going to end in some big knockouts if they land.
Whistle blows, seconds down. We get ready now for round number 2, fight number 8 here at XFC number 41, a new era. Sheridan against Hellesoe. We get ready now for round number 2.
So Phil Cassidy claps us in, and here we go, round 2 for the amateur heavyweight contest here, fight number 8 of the evening. Still 10 fights to go, gentlemen.
Hellesoe now looking to let that leather fly.
Sheridan looking intent on landing one of those kicks, but he gets caught there.
Yeah, watch for this overhand from Hellesoe. He's got it loaded really well, and he's throwing that from like a shot put.
Absolutely, Benny, absolutely. Hellesoe now looking to move forward, keep that cage position. Really eyeing up Sheridan here. Can he connect? Another outside leg kick there from Sheridan. You did mention before, Daniel, they could be dangerous. Copping one from Hellesoe on the counter.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see if Talla can work out the timing on that leg kick, and once he does, there is the opportunity for the straight right down the middle. We did see him land it in the first round. Looks like he hasn't quite figured out the timing again, though, as we see an inside leg kick there from Mr. Hellesoe.
Oh, attempts a big left hand there, Hellesoe. Both men looking fit, though, still moving their heads, still moving their feet. Good cage movement from Sheridan.
Both boys touching with a lot of power when they do load. Big leg kick there from Sheridan.
Intriguing contest, gents.
So starting to see a bit of an uptick in the accuracy with those kicks. Not so many of them getting blocked by Talla Hellesoe now. Kevin Sheridan really starting to find a home for both the leg kick and the body kick. As I say that, though, a nice check from the man in the red corner.
He must be growing confidence, though, Sheridan. Daniel, he's looking good now. Starting to land those leg kicks. A left hand gets through the defence of Hellesoe as well.
Yeah, that's a good call, Stevie. Look, Sheridan's on the balls of his feet at the moment. He's bouncing around. He's actually looking pretty good. He's backing up where he needs to. He's got a monstrous task in front of him, but he's actually doing not a bad job of kind of getting out of the way when he needs to.
Yep.
Yeah, no, very kind of unique style for Kevin Sheridan at this weight class. Really light on his feet, a lot of footwork, and that's something that's quite rare in the heavyweight division. So obviously a pretty high-level athlete as far as the natural gifts are concerned there for Kevin Sheridan. As we see a nice knee, as it looks like Talla Hellesoe is going to start to try and push Kevin against the cage and look for the underhooks and see if he can maybe get a takedown here.
So nice knee landed there off the cage by Sheridan.
Good shot there from Sheridan landed. Final 20 seconds of round number 2. Great contest here, boys. This is a great bout here for the two heavyweights. Final seconds of the second round. Both coaches getting ready to give their instructions. And that is the end of round number 2.
Another very tight round from both boys. It will come down to this third and final round.
Gents, go out on a limb here. How are you looking at the scorecards so far? I've got Sheridan just. What are you guys thinking?
I've probably got it locked up, actually. I think I leaned to the red corner there for the first round. I think Kevin Sheridan did enough on my scorecard to take round 2. So I actually feel like we're locked up here, but of course that's just a guess.
That's exactly how I saw it, Dan.
Any chance of that first round being a draw, boys, or you think it was enough for Talla to actually get?
I think Hellesoe was probably the aggressor in the first round. He was a little bit more dominant. He was the one that pressed the cage pressure. So, yeah, look, I think we're one apiece at the moment. Of course, we're not the judges, but it will be interesting coming down to this round, and it'll be interesting what the cornermen are now saying to the boys, where they're at, and saying, hey, it all comes down to now.
Wonderful analysis, gents. We're moving to the third and final round. A fantastic contest. 1-1 each is what the two experts next to me have it. Let's see who can do the damage in this third and final round and take away the victory. The two amateur heavyweights. Here we go, third and final round.
Now in the heavyweights as well, it'll be interesting where both boys' gas tanks are as well. So as their gas tanks go, they start to get a little bit sloppier. When they get sloppier, that's when their hands drop. That's when we start to see gaps. That's where overhand rights land, and that's where we start to see the damage done.
Would you agree then Sheridan's hands a little bit higher at the moment? Hellesoe looking to be tying slightly. Coming forward, Sheridan landing. But Hellesoe as well also
Look,
throwing back.
Sheridan's doing a great job. I just want to see his work rate lift drastically now. We're in the third round. He needs to come on strong. I'm sensing Hellesoe fading slightly. Only slightly, but he's still very powerful and he can still knock you out from any position.
Gents, you must be impressed by the fitness of both of these two men. We're moving now hopefully deep into this third round, and we can see both men are still going and looking good.
Yeah, no, really impressed with both the gas tanks here. Both heavyweights. Oh, Superman.
Big shots landed there by Sheridan. 1 and a 2 as he starts to pour it on in this third and final round.
So beautiful work there from Kevin Sheridan, throwing that outside low kick. Looked like Talla Hellesoe bit on the feint there with the Superman punch. Thought he was going for the outside low kick, and then the big straight right down the pipe landed clean.
Looking very stealthy there, Kevin Sheridan. He's got his hands. The hands are a little bit lower now, but he did have his hands up. Head is moving really well. Footwork is good.
Hellesoe cannot afford to fade now. High head kick attempt by Sheridan. How's the dexterity on that one, Dan?
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, showing off some serious athleticism here is Kevin Sheridan.
Sheridan smiles, both these boys, and here comes Sheridan.
So in on the back momentarily there as Hellesoe does a good job getting his back on the fence.
Final minute of this contest. 8 minutes in, and we are now deep into this third round.
Yeah, nice little knees landed there by Sheridan. Great cage pressure. And look, at this point, I have him up for this round. Anything can happen from now. We're just over 30 seconds to go of this round. Who wants it more?
I'd have to agree. Sheridan has put the pressure on this round. He's looked good, moved his head, coming forward, landing those shots. Hellesoe does look to have tied a little bit.
Yeah, Sheridan definitely the busier of the two fighters at this point.
Huge pressure from both fighters now. Moving into the final 15 seconds of this contest. We thought there'd be fireworks, there have been, but both men continue to go on here. And let's see if we can get this one to the scorecards.
Sheridan needs to finish out strong.
That's the end of the fight, gentlemen. Round of applause for both.
Interesting fight. Hey, look, I will admit I was wrong about this one. I didn't think this one would go the distance. Oh, look at the size of these boys. They were very composed.
You were correct, though, about them banging on and really putting on a show for us. We saw them
brilliant.
go hard. It was
very
brilliant, wasn't
good.
it, Benny?
It was high level for a heavyweight fight.
It was.
And look, we don't get a lot of heavyweights in this country. We don't get a lot of good fights like that. I can't wait to see what the judges have to say about this one.
Yeah, a wonderful, wonderful fight here. Fight number 8, XFC41. I personally agree with you. I think Kevin Sheridan did enough in that third round, regardless of what happened in that first. But he looked to be very, very composed as well. Never overawed if he did cop a shot. And we have to give the credit to Hellesoe as well. He looked very, very good as well.
Yeah, I think there's one round in it. We'll see how it goes. You never know when you leave it in the hands of the judges.
That is correct. Fighters are ready. Our referee getting them ready for the official decision. We now go to Daniel Morton.
So ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision in the blue corner, Kevin Sheridan.
Kevin Sheridan, the victor of this contest. As we predicted, that was a great fight, though. It was a really, really good fight between these two gentlemen. Kevin Sheridan, as predicted expertly by Ben and Daniel, probably lost that first round, but then we saw with the scorecards, 2 10-9s to follow that up in round 2 and round 3, and most impressively, he kept his head. He kept his head, listened to the instructions of his corner, then came away with a 29-28 unanimous points decision victory. What a great performance that was from Kevin Sheridan. Moved his head really, really well. Some great kicks, some great body movement, some great head movement as well. And we see him come away with a victory on his debut in mixed martial arts. Well done, Kevin Sheridan.